All right. What is going on? We are live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our live training about how to go live. And if you're a startup founder right now, and if you read the title here, I'm going to give you 10 reasons why I think you need to go live today. Let's see if we got audio. Let's see if audio is coming through. I think the audio is coming through. Okay. Audio looks good. Audio sounds good. We're gonna keep this pretty. I won't say short, but we're gonna keep this always under an hour. What is up, guys? My name is Jordan P. Anderson with Nice Slice Studio. Today, let's talk about. Let me get my screen share over here. The 10 reasons to go live if you want to double your SaaS revenue. I've worked in the SaaS world for the last 10 years, in the startup world for the last 10 years, and going live has been something that I've done. I've I started doing it recently, probably the last 6 or 7 weeks, and I did it back in 2022, 2021. We did it at Samcart. We're doing it constantly at Samcart, at Creator U. We're doing live streams, live events all the time, and even did podcasts back in the day in like 20 when I was in college, like in 2015. So live streaming has been I've done it a lot. I feel comfortable on camera. I feel comfortable live. Always something goes wrong. There's always some kind of technical issue. That's fine. That's part of it. But I want to show you guys today if you are thinking of stepping into the live stream world or wanting to go live. This is not about becoming a gamer. This is not becoming a streamer. This is not becoming a Twitch, where you're constantly streaming for 8, 9, 10 hours at a time. This is a targeted, structured live stream session to gather your audience together, gather your potential customers as a startup, talk to them, educate them. God, I can't. I'm trying to say it. Give them value. I hate that phrase. Give them value and content are just the most meaningless phrases nowadays. But give them something that they can take away from, some action items, something that it's almost like a mini course, basically. Like they're going to spend an hour live training with you on doing something that is a problem that is of concern to them that they are trying to solve. And you're going to be here live streaming as the expert, showing your audience this is how you solve that problem. This is how you get everything done. So I love it. I love live streaming because there is that live aspect. It feels real. And I want to go through the 10 reasons why. But real quick, here we go. One, two, three, bam. This is Nice Life Studio. My name is Jordan P. Anderson. I work with my co-founder here, Dorn McCormick. He's our post-production supervisor. Together, we have helped startups gather and generate over $50 million from their startup launches, over 200 product launches that we've done. And between Dorn and I, we've probably made over 3,000 videos. It's quite a lot, quite the extensive career. So let's get into it. Let's do the 10 reasons why I think you should go live if you're a startup founder right now. The first reason is that you get to build your list. And you might think, well, isn't live streaming on YouTube? Isn't it on Instagram Live? How do you gather your list? How do you build your email list? What you should do, and what most live streamers don't do, is they don't put a wall in front of their live stream. The live stream, this is highly valuable stuff right now, what we're talking about. So you got to put some kind of wall in front of people to say, hey, if you want to get this, then we got to do a trade here. I need your email. I need your name. I might even need your phone number. So you put the form in front of them and you direct people whenever you send an email blast, when you blast it on social media to tell people that you got to register, go RSVP. Here's the event. Here's the time. Here's the location. I will give you the video link, the access, the location, the Zoom link, the YouTube link. I will give you that once you register. So you register and I'll send it to your email, and that makes sure that their email is valid and correct and working, and that they can check their inbox. And it's a great way to start to build your list. And once you build that list, and now you have people like, hey, you attended this event. The easiest next thing to do is say, hey, we got another event next week. You should come by. Or that's where you start to putting them into your funnel or your sequences, or you talking about your product, educating them about what it is that you do. Reason number 2, it's the most natural urgency. I know a lot of you out there are developers. I know a lot of you out there are marketing is just, you hate it. I get it. I understand where you're coming from. You don't want to be pushy. You don't want to be salesy. You don't want to be sleazy. Hosting a live event on YouTube, on Zoom, wherever it may be, is the most natural and simplest urgency as possible. It is the non-sales pitch that you can do because it's like being pushy by saying like, "Hey, I'm having a party at 8:30 on Friday." And it's like, "Oh, dude, back up." No one's gonna say that. There's like, "Oh, great, thanks for inviting me." So with this, there's a natural urgency. It's at this time, it's at this day, it's at this location, and it's gonna happen live. And if you miss it, you miss it. That's all that can be implied. You can say that in the email, you can say that on social media, you can make it implied or what's the word? Explicit. It just it's such a natural way to not be pushy, but just say, hey, it's live. We're live now. We're live in 30 minutes. We're live in 10 minutes. We're live in 10 seconds and no one's gonna hate you for it because it's just yeah, you're live, it's obvious, and the event is happening right now. It's not happening tomorrow, it's happening right now. Reason number 3 is live training is something that you can use forever as a lead magnet. Now, a lot of people don't think about this. Uh, when you record live, you should be recording live. If you're on Zoom, if you're on some of these tools that I'm gonna talk about later in the show, you should be recording these live calls, these live if it's a webinar style and it's you talking, record it. If it's a Q&A and it's a bunch of people talking, you should record that whole session. Record the content, take it, download it, and then what you want to do is you can put it behind you can start to build its own lead magnet landing page. So now it's got a landing page. If you go to niceslicestudio.com, go down to the footer, or if you're watching this on YouTube right now, click one of the links down below and it will take you to a lead magnet. A lot of those lead magnets are just, and how I'm building these lead magnets every single week is you record a 30-minute training, a 40-minute training, talk about something specific, valuable, actionable, and download the video, put the video on YouTube, make it private, and then share that private link to somebody whoever signs up for that lead magnet form. It's that easy. It's that simple. What I do right now is I have my WAP community. I put people into the WAP community and say, hey, if you miss the live calls, because that's always the question too with these live calls. Hey, I missed the call. I couldn't make it on time. Where can I find the recording? Hey, if you want to find the recording, it is down the link below. And actually on this video right here, down in the link below, watch the replay, click it, you register. And then what I'm going to do is I put these into my course library and I just add it as another lesson to my course. And my course is just called Watch the Replays. So I just have my own little course and just keep adding new videos. So every single week I add a new video so I can watch the replay. Now, if it's Q&A, you could make the argument like a Q&A session or like office hours, or if you were doing like a town hall with your community, for example, that might not be worthy of a replay or someone that's like, do you really want to watch someone have a question about something? Maybe, maybe not. But a structured webinar like this where you're talking about one specific thing, I would put that behind the paywall, put that behind into the course library. And that's how you get people. That's how you start to build lists. That's how you start to build your community. And that's how you just have this fat stacked library of lead magnets that people can go to and that answers all of your customers' problems. Because you're not just trying to solve one problem. You're trying to solve as many problems as you can for your customers so that they just give up and be like, look, you clearly have solved all of my problems. You clearly know the game. I'm just going to buy. I'm just going to work with you. I'm just going to buy your services, buy your app, buy your product because you figure it all out. Question or reason number 4, sell on the call. Sell something. Sell your app, sell your product. Every 15 minutes, do an ad break. I'm not talking about go out and get sponsors. Sell your app. Duh. Like, talk about your app. Talk about, hey, how to sign up. Hey, if I want to become a member, if I want to get subscribed. Hey, guys, if you want to download the 10 emails that will grow your SaaS, click the link down below and go get it. It's available. You do something like this. Right here. You can go get this. Sell on the call. Talk for 30 minutes, talk for 40 minutes. People do not mind. If you're going to like, again, I know who's out there watching this, the developers, the people that just don't have, that have the marketing cringe, like, I don't want to touch it. Like, if you talk for 30 minutes, if you deliver something awesome for 30, 40 minutes, people are going to love you. People are going to love what you have to talk about. You've already won them over. And then you start to talk about something that's special to you, that's important to you, they're fine. They want to hear what you have to offer. They want to hear what's next. Because if this is so good right now, what's next? If the free shit is good, what happens when I pay for it? Number 5. This one's a little this one's more of a out of left field, I'll call it, but this one is, I can't exactly tie this one to doubling your revenue, but trust me, this will help double your revenue. When you go live each week, when you host live events once a month, once a week, once a day, it feels like things are moving. The very same way that you rolling out new features feels like things are moving. It feels like the app has momentum. It feels like things are alive at the very least. That is something that a customer wants to buy into. That is something that a customer wants to be a part of. If they are paying a SaaS software as a subscription, they're paying every single month. So every single month, they want to see some progress. They want to see that something's going on. They want to see that you haven't abandoned the house and that the mailbox is stuffed full of dead mail that just like, hey, hello, is anybody here? Does anybody live here? So, or like, hey, you haven't posted a YouTube video in 9 months. Are you guys still in business? So you don't want to get so that's the beauty of a live call is if you're hosting a live call all the time, or if it's a live TikTok or a live Twitter, or you go live on Instagram, wherever you go live or host these events, it's something that people can show up to. They can see you. They can see that you're working. They can see that you're talking about it. One quick example that comes to mind is Sahil from Gumroad. They host their quarterly board meetings. They host their quarterly board meetings live on YouTube, and if I don't think about Gumroad at all for the rest of the year until I see those board meetings, go, oh wow, look, they've done a lot. Looks like they're working on a lot of stuff. Looks like they're working on a lot of projects, a lot of new features, a lot of new rollouts, new employees. Hey, this seems cool. This is like, oh yeah, I thought Gumroad was kind of just whatever, but now they're like moving and grooving. So it just at the very least it gives the illusion to your customers that things are moving and grooving. Even if you don't have a feature rollout or a big feature coming up for another 6 months because it's just that big of a feature that you got to go and build, showing up live every single week, interacting with your customers is going to make your current customers feel good, which means your current customers are going to churn less. And the people that were thinking about buying now see you, see your real face, and go, okay, this is a real thing. This is actually moving and grooving. Number 6 is if you host Q&As, if you host town halls, if you host office hours. Number 6 is you can get customer feedback, questions, complaints instantly on the live chat. You can bring them on live. You can bring them on as a guest. You can do a guest hosting. It just makes a better product for your app, and it makes a better you because you get direct feedback with your customers. A lot of times we're afraid of our customers, or we feel like we don't want to bother our customers, but when we invite, or like you try to, it's difficult sometimes to find a natural way to talk to your customers other than bugging them or emailing them or texting them out of the blue, or like, God forbid, you're going to give them a cold call out of like, hey, they paid you money and you're going to call them for no reason without unannounced. So by hosting a live event, it's sort of a natural way for everybody to kind of come together and you turn people's cameras on, you turn the mics on, and you just have a discussion or you open up the chat and let people tell you what's going on. So it's kind of a nice it's it's a nice natural way to get feedback, and you might hear something that your customer had always wanted to say but didn't have a channel or didn't have a way to communicate that to you, and that's the one thing that changes your app, or that's the one little feedback that you needed that opened up your eyes that takes you to the next level. I know it sounds silly, but it can happen and it will happen. Reason number 7 as to why you should go live and why it will double your SaaS revenue is it's free FaceTime. It's free FaceTime with your customers. Again, if the sales process is a long one, and if you're selling B2B SaaS right now, the sales process is even longer because you got to get these huge entities or these big companies to pay attention to you, learn about what you do, learn about how much it costs, go through the sales process, maybe talk to a salesperson, go fill out a form, go through all of these processes, go do a sales demo and book a Calendly, all of these steps in the sales process to then them becoming a paying client. That's a lot. And wouldn't it be nice if there was a way that you could have all of these client meetings or all of these Calendly bookings that are showing up? Wouldn't it be nice if you could have all of those meetings at once? Or if you could host 10 sales calls at the same time. If you could do 10, you do one 1 hour sales call, you do 10 of those a day, that's a nightmare of a day. Or you do 10 of those a week. That's a long ass week. That's a lot of calls. What if you could do all 10 hours of sales calls and compress them down into 1 hour. That is the power of a live stream. If I have 10 people watching this, that is 10 sales calls that I don't have to do. That's 10 preliminary client meetings. They've already met me. They've already feel like they know me. Take the parasocial relationship, BS, whatever it may be, use it to your advantage. People watching this right now feel like they know me. Hey, it's Jordan. Jordan's on. Look, I'm watching Jordan. This is the Nice Life Studio channel. Hey, I love watching Jordan. It saves time. It gets a little FaceTime. They get comfortable with you. They get comfortable seeing your face so that when you do actually have a real client call with them, or you have some kind of interaction with them down the road, or you're trying to close them to become your customer, it's a little bit more natural. They've already seen you. They've already watched all your videos. They attend your live events every single week, and it feels fun, and it feels natural, and you guys are buddies. You're already buddies. And then hey, we love hanging out with our friends, and if our friends have something to buy, yeah, let's get it. Hey, you're my friend. I trust you. You have a cool software? Yeah, let me buy it from you. Where's the sign up page? Reason number 8. This is good. One live session equals 25 pieces of content. You take a 1 hour video, you fill it up with some great shit that you got to say, some valuable shit that you're going to talk about, and then you throw it into Opus, you throw it into video.ai, you throw it into a video editor's hands, and they are going to chop it up into a million pieces. They can take this 16:9 video, they can slice it vertically, and now you got some TikToks, now you got some Instagrams, now you got some Reels and Shorts and all that, and it's just and now you can start to talk about you take these little sound bites because maybe somebody doesn't want to watch this for an hour. Maybe somebody doesn't want to book it, go through, register, RSVP, but they do want to at least feel like they got something out of this. And maybe someone who doesn't even know about the show can see a little snippet. Like they don't want to commit yet because they don't know you, but if they watch a 30-second, 60-second TikTok of you saying something valuable, you got the little podcast mic here. It looks like you're on a podcast talking, saying something really valuable. And they go, what is this about? And they click into you and they learn about what you got. And from 1 hour of work, you've got 25 pieces of content. I'm recording this right now on Riverside. Once I hit done, I'm going to download it. I'm going to hit Magic AI clips and it's going to churn out 25 different clips. And I'm going to say, this one's good. Post these to YouTube. That's the power of it. And so now I'm expanding myself. Now I'm scaling my abilities. Now I'm taking, like with the sales calls, like I'm taking that 10 hours and compressing it into one. Now I'm taking 10 hours of content creation. How long would it take you? Ask yourself right now, if I told you you got to go film 25 videos for TikTok, how quick could you get that done? Let's say I gave you all the ideas, I gave you the script, I just handed you a phone and said, hey, go make 25 TikToks. How long would that take you? How many man hours? Like 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 days, 3 business days, a week? So now you're on a live call and you just talk for 1 hour. You hit download, you throw it into the Magic AI, and it makes the clips for you. Very nice. Compressing yourself, saving time. Number 9 is community building. This is kind of the natural, we're kind of been weaving around this a little bit. And I'm pulling this from Greg Eisenberg, his model of the ACP, the audience community product. So his belief is that it's not the typical sales funnel, or it's not like build your list and then come out with a product. His idea is to first form your audience together, grab some of the most famous, not famous, like the favorite, hottest, most dedicated people in that audience, put them into a community, start to ask the community, what do you guys need? What problems can we solve for you? And then that's where your product will naturally emerge. That's Greg's ACP model. So with live streaming, that is how you build your community. You're here, you're live. It's not just pre-recorded videos that they can watch anytime. Like if they come on a Q&A, if they come on office hours, it's here. It's you and me. Let's sit down, turn your camera on. You got a question about something? Let's chat about it. Feels real. It's just like a public phone call. So community building, and if you have people in your audience that you're building and have your community that you're building, you can then take that community and like with Greg's model here, you can find a product or take your own product right now, take your app that you're working on and see what the community actually needs from this app. Or maybe you're going in the wrong direction and you talk to this community more that you've built And they really want you to go in this direction because this is a need that they just constantly keep talking about. And now you're starting to make something that people actually want and people have actually asked for. You're not just building in the dark. And finally, and after this, we're going to talk about how to actually go live. We're going to talk about the tools and software after this. So stay with me on this one. Number 10 is practice for you. If nobody shows up, and I think I have this on the next slide, this is all practice. This is practice articulating your ideas. This forces you. What I personally like about this, when I set a date that says like I'm going to go live Thursday at 8:30, it's a deadline. I got to show up. I got to have something to say. I got to put my thoughts together. I can't just freeball this. It helps me articulate myself. It helps me. I got to sit down, stay organized, come up with a formulated, clear message. And I even had this one thing, like if you're ever going to pitch investors, if you're going to talk to them, you're not going to fly out to California. You're not going to fly out to New York all the time. Sometimes it could just be on a Zoom call like this, where you're watching somebody cross the screen from you and they go, "Yep, what you got?" And you got to go, well, thank you for coming today. Like you got to be like, but if you've been doing live streams every single week, you've got this practice, you've got this articulation to where the camera goes on and it feels natural. You're like, you don't even know it's there. You know how to talk, you know how to gesture in front of the camera. You feel natural. You look like, it's like someone that practices doing job interviews. For example, if they practice a job interview, they look natural on camera, they feel good, then like they probably have a better chance of getting a better job. Same with investors. Same with this kind of practice. So when you're live, the pressure's on. Whereas when you're in your room and you're just doing like a pre-recorded video, you can stop, you can pause, you can change it, you can edit it. But with this, like you have to come prepared. And the same with an investor meeting, you have to come prepared. So that's reason number 10. So those are the 10 reasons. We won't review them. You can watch the replay for this. But let me answer some of the objections that you might have to going live. The first one is the natural one is what if nobody shows up? What if I build all this stuff, Jordan, I get people registered or maybe nobody registered or 100, I have my list and 100 people registered, but nobody showed up. Good. That's a good thing because remember what we said, reason number 8, you are going to take this and you're going to turn it into content. You're going to take this, I think it was reason number 6, you're going to take this and you're going to put it behind your paywall and turn it into a lead magnet and use it forever. You don't always need people to watch it live for it to be valuable. For if someone is watching this live and they hit the chat right now and they want to ask me a question, great, awesome. We have that cool moment. But it's okay that no one is watching. It's okay that you got one view or that you have like, hey, 2 people watched and then it went back down to 0. It's not about being a live streamer. Going live as a startup founder, it's not about becoming a big famous Twitch streamer to where you're ranking on the top page of Twitch or you're ranking at the top page of YouTube. It's not about ranking. It's not about getting views. This is about how do we convert our viewers into customers? How do we convert the people that are watching right now, that will watch this video in the future? How do we get those people to become customers? And somebody watching this live right now, it's Friday night, it's 9:00. I don't know if someone's gonna watch this and go book a $10,000 launch package with Nice Life Studio. I don't think they're gonna do that. That's fine. I don't need them to, because the people that are gonna watch this down the road might. And that's what you're trying to aim for. You know that when you set this up, when you build this, that it's gonna last forever. Now let's go into the technicalities. Let's talk about the tools. Let's talk about the software so we can go into first thing, before you ever get started, before you do anything, like I said, articulate your thoughts, put your thoughts together. How do you go live? What do I talk about? How do I get that? Right now, I'm on Gamma.app. This is a slide deck software. Just put together a slideshow. Put together 10 slides. Listicles are a great topic. 10 ways to do this. 5 ways to do this. 3 might not be enough. 15 ways to do this. Something that you think could fill up 30 minutes to an hour. Do some kind of listicle, some kind of central topic, put it into a slideshow, and just read the slides. That's all I'm doing. Oh yeah, number 7, number 8. I wrote these slides 2 days ago, and I don't have to rehearse. I just look at the slides and I read the slides. Very simple. Or If you're a little bit more of a free thinker, or the topic that you're talking about is a little bit more like maybe you want to show how to build a funnel, maybe you want to show like I don't know, whatever you want to show. You can open up Miro. You can open up what's the other one called? Extaco, I don't know, Excellaboard, something like that. I used it the 2 days ago or 2 sessions ago. It's just like a drawing app. They're all just drawing apps, just drawing shapes, drawing lines and arrows. And if you like have an idea, it's a nice way to like, hey, take this one idea and draw it over here. You can use Miro board for the topic of the video, for the topic of the live stream. I would think about a central theme, and more, I would really think about like a central question that you want to answer for the show. Like, this is when people come in, what is the central question? So, the central question for this video is how to go live, how to set up your live stream. Why should I go live? There should be some kind of main central question of your live stream. And the goal is to answer it over the next 30 minutes. The goal is to answer it over the next hour. That's the goal. So let's talk first about collecting leads, because that was reason number one. What I use, my favorite software, is Luma Events. Now, there's a free version and there's a paid version. The free version gets you up to like, I think 500 leads that you can collect. It's lu.ma, Luma Events. And if you're watching this right now, you might have registered to watch this video through this. It's just the cleanest, nicest. It's not a live streaming app. It is just an events page. You create an event. It has a form. It has a nice little like. I'll go to the next page. I'll show what it looks like. It looks something like this. So you upload your little profile picture, your title, date and time. It is a simple landing page that you build or builds for you. And you can see who the hosts are, you can see their profile, and then you just click right there, one-click register if you're already a Luma member. But you add your email, or you can add your phone, or if you can set up the event however you want to, collect whatever information that you want to collect. If you want to collect their phone number, if you want to charge a ticket for it up front, or if you want to, maybe there's like some kind of onboarding question that you want people to answer. Like when we did the YouTube traffic machine event, we held that. And I asked people like, hey, share your YouTube channel. How many subscribers do you have? What's your one big question that you have about YouTube? Something that you can kind of feed into the show and work it into the show. But the simplest thing is just get people to add their email. Very simple. This is what it looks like on the back end. This is the settings. You can invite guests. You can send email blasts. What I really love about Luma is when somebody registers, it automatically goes into their Google Calendar, their Apple Calendar, and that calendar will send them alerts so that they know, and they click that event and it goes right to the link that you set up. The other thing is that it also comes baked in with some email reminders. So Luma will send out emails for you saying, and you can customize the email saying, hey, we're live in 30 minutes. Hey, we're going live in 48 hours. You can add as many email blasts as you want. And there's even an email blast button up here that you can just tell people something, send them the email, send them like a resource or a download, or like, hey, make sure you get the Notion template before the live call because we're going to be using the Notion template on the live call. It's like very simple. You can copy the link, share it on social media, click right there to Facebook, X, LinkedIn, wherever you want to go. I love it. It's great. That is lu.ma. Now let's talk about the software to go live. How you plug in your camera, you plug in your microphone, you flip on your webcam, whatever you do, you share your screen. You know how to do all that, but how do you actually take that video signal and push it out to YouTube or push it out to LinkedIn or Twitter, wherever it may be? First software that I've really used a lot and really love is something called Restream.io. And Restream has something called multi-streaming, and I'm multi-streaming right now. On the next tool that I'm going to show you, restreaming is basically you can live stream to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, all at the same time, even to like an RTMP, which is like a custom code that you can do. So like if you want to put it on your website, for example, you can live stream to all of those places at once. And usually it will, like with Restream, it'll collect all the chats at once too, which is really nice. So you don't have to monitor Facebook and YouTube. All the chats come in, and you can just chat with people, and it'll send that message out to people. It's really nice. What I love about Restream is how user-friendly it is. It is, if you've ever used a Zoom call, if you've ever been in a Google Meet, it's it's very simple. That's it. You turn your camera on, you turn your mic on, you can share a screen, you can invite a guest, you can add a co-host, you can have a producer in the background with their camera off. You can add videos, you can add overlays, you can add backgrounds, colors, musics, captions. You can even change the size format of the screen, which is nice. Like, with Zoom sometimes, and we'll talk about Zoom here in a little bit. You got the little box up at the corner, or it's kind of, you can really only do it a certain way. With Restream, you can have it like side by side or vertical split screen. You can make it look really nice. The next one, Riverside.fm. They've come onto the scene the last couple years. You've probably heard of them. They were first just like kind of podcasting offline recording. So like if you just want to have a podcast guest and do like a live, or not a live stream call, but just a live call between two people and it would record, you could do that. Now they've started to introduce live streaming features. That's what I'm using right now. What I like about Riverside compared to Restream is why I chose it, is because it does have that magic AI editing software. Like once this live stream is over, I'm going to hit the magic AI button and it's going to make the clips for me. With Restream, they are so good at just streaming. They're really good at, like, if you're a gamer, like, go that direction. Um, but what I like about Riverside too is like you can bring in chats. You can also they have something where it's like a public Riverside link. So instead of going live on YouTube or going live on X, you can just go live to your kind of private Riverside link, which can be kind of nice. Like you gotta make this like little private event that people can log into. Very cool. All right, so that's Riverside. YouTube Live. So you're watching this right now on YouTube probably. You can't go live from YouTube on like YouTube desktop. That's not possible. You need some kind of streaming. They call it a streaming encoder or streaming software. So if you go to the youtube.com and you hit the go live, it's going to take you to this very complicated looking screen. So, but you can go YouTube live on your phone. If you go get the YouTube app, you hit the plus button, you hit go live, you can go live from there, and that's just a way for you to show up. It's going to be a little vertical video. You have people chat, people show up. Same thing with TikTok Live. You hit the go live button, you can go live there. TikTok is great for going live. That is a super, super hyper engaged amount of people. If your customers are on TikTok, if you're selling a software that you think a lot of your customers are on TikTok, I would go on TikTok. And I believe you can go live from TikTok from your desktop. Look that up for me, double check. But yeah, you can go live on your phone, and it's just as good. Just if you just want to talk with the users, just talk and just say something valuable to them. Same with Instagram Live. That's been around for years. We all know about that. Okay, Zoom. I got to talk about Zoom. I hate Zoom. I hate the aesthetic of Zoom. I hate the process of Zoom. I hate how just Zoom has just not updated any features in the last, what's felt like, I mean, they spiked during COVID, and then there were no new features. I feel like they haven't made a new feature in 4 years, and maybe they don't need to. Maybe they're just sitting on a ton of cash. Um, but it's there if you want it. If you're doing a live stream in the sense that we're talking about right now, you have to, and it's not Zoom meetings, you have to sign up for Zoom webinars, which I think is like $79.99 a month. And that's going to give you the ability to put up a paywall, put up a registration page, and force people to register. And then you host the event, and then you go live. And now you're not live on YouTube, you're just live in your Zoom call, and you can record those calls and then you can put those onto YouTube if you wanted to. This is OBS. This is another software that I use every single day. It's totally free. This is how I'm routing my microphone and my camera into this Riverside right now. This is OBS, and it looks complicated. It is actually very simple. And what's nice too is if you struggle to record your camera locally, or if you ever wanted to do like a screen recording and you didn't know how, OBS can also be another route. It's totally free. Mac, PC, it's all available. You just add your camera, add your microphone, and I've gone live from OBS. You just sign into your YouTube channel, you hit start streaming, it'll say sign into YouTube, and you sign to your YouTube channel and say, oh, you want to stream to this live stream that you were talking about? And you go, yep. And you click that, and you go live stream, and it goes 3, 2, 1, and you're live. That's it. It's very nice. And then when you're done, you just hit stop streaming, and you're done. And that is it. Make sure you collect emails for RSVPs. That was all the tools. That's all the software. That is the entire, what did I say? The entire universe of going live. We talked about the 10 reasons why you should go live. We talked about the tools. We talked about the software. We talked about the benefits of going live. So I hope that this little training right here has convinced you that you should go live, that you should consider putting yourself out there, putting something, a structured, valuable little piece of 30-minute, 40-minute training to show people and answer one single question. And I guarantee if you do this every single week, you're going to double your SaaS sooner than you think. But it's going to work. You just have to show up consistently. You just have to make people feel like this is a living, breathing app. You're showing up, the founder, it's you. You're saving yourself FaceTime with all these sales calls. You're turning this into millions of pieces of content. It's awesome. Love going live. That's it. One thing I should probably work on is how to end the live show. If you want to end the live show, you just start selling on the call. You go here and say, hey guys, if you want the 10 emails, writing emails is very difficult. And there are probably 10 emails right here, right in here, that you should write every single month if you want to grow your SaaS. It's right here. The link is down below. You can get this 10 emails. It's an AI prompt. You can write these 10 emails in 20 minutes, and you can schedule them out for every single month. 10 emails that you send every single month. And email number 8 in here is actually a live event email to tell people that you're going live. So you can get that. The link is down below. The 10 emails that will grow your SaaS. Check it out. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch the replay to this, the link is down below, or you can go to, the link is too long to say it out loud. Click the link down below, and you can watch the replay anytime you want. Thank you guys for watching. Let's end the show here. I will see you guys next week, Thursday at 8:30 p.m. The link to register, I'll send it out to you guys on email, but it is, we're live every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.